God simply allowing someone to do harm to someone. It's God allowing a baby to be born knowing that it's going to, die at 5 years old in horrible pain.
Yeah, I did a funeral 4 weeks ago for a 14-week-old child that hadn't even been born, right? Died in the mother's womb.
Something along those lines,
right.
Yes.
Horrible.
Yeah,
right?
But no, exactly. It sort of makes sense, though, to some extent, that perhaps the world should change and result to human misbehavior, but how should the misbehavior in Adam and Eve affect, an unborn or very recently born human that has not yet had the chance to meaningfully sin? But I don't know.
Yes, correct. Yeah. Great point. That little 14-week-old child in that mother's womb did nothing wrong. The child died, which tips us off to the fact that the unfairness of this life is not a direct result of that person's sin. And that's another reason you got to read the book of Job. Because when Job starts to suffer, a bunch of his friends come to him and they say, obviously, Job, you've sinned, and if you would just repent, no more suffering. And at the end of the book of Job, God says to Job, you better pray for your buddies because I'm going to judge them for their self-righteous, wrong counsel. Job was not suffering because of his sin. Job was suffering because he, along with all of us, are born into an unfair, unjust world.
Well, and God wanted to prove Job's... maybe that motivation is overblown, but he wanted to demonstrate to Satan that Job would continue to worship him despite this unfairness.
Good point. Good point. Job, the book of Job points out that real faith in God is not based on the circumstances of life. It's based on the character of God being good.